Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Dragons of Fanfic. I am Dragoni Brony.
And I'm Dragon Ginger. Today we're talking about stories that haven't updated in fucking ever.
I don't know why, but I thought you were going to say Yars. And I was just like, I can specify 4 Yars, but might be a bit difficult.
Yeah. I've probably got stories that haven't updated since 2012. Yeah.
Well, those are dead. At that point, they're dead
They're
stories.
dead. They're dead stories, yes.
It hurts to say that.
Yet their authors are still active on FimFiction, just not as writers.
Or they're writers and then just gave up on that story and just decided to do not canceled or anything like that. Just leave it as incomplete.
Yeah, because they're jerks. So,
Or they just completely forgot about the goddamn story because they got too wrapped up in another one.
It happens. It happens. But it sucks ass when it's a good story. Anyway.
Yes.
So, we each got a couple of stories. We've done this topic before, but we've got news stories now. And so, we're going to talk about the news stories that don't fucking update. So, what's yours?
Well, starting off the bat.
First one.
The first one is Rum, Powder, and a Scarred Drake by Lar2389. Yep, it's a Spike story, obviously, if the Scarred Drake wasn't a thing. Spike gets kicked out of Ponyville for something he didn't do. That's a pretty standard trend for some Spike stories. It's like, okay, cool. So in this case, he becomes a fucking pirate lord, apparently.
Like fucking Big Mama Pirate Lord?
No, first off, that's an emperor. Secondly, no, like Pirates of the Caribbean Pirate Lord, third movie when all the pirate lords. Yeah, he's just basically a really famous pirate. And
he is Jack Sparrow.
Well, yeah, but here's the thing, though. He's only a really famous pirate, though, because his crew is really famous. He was apprenticing on the ship and became captain.
Because of course.
He earned the right. Trust me. It explains there was no leisure thing, or I believe that's what it was in this case. Is he was apprenticing? It's been a while since I read it because it hasn't updated.
Yeah.
But either way, he's pirate captain, and he saves Celestia, Luna, the main six, and the CMC when they get captured by a bunch of griffins when they were on their way to a friendly port to do a ceremonial thing or some stupid shit like that. Anywho, so they convince him to escort him under heavy pockets that they convince a pirate to escort them back to the thing. And so he does all this, so he's starting to learn some backstories and some shit on the crew and all that, and how the main six and all of them are dealing with Spike again and shit like that. And then you find out he has a girlfriend who's a nymphomaniac.
Of course.
It's not Anthro, by the way. I don't believe so, anyways. Let me just take a look at the tags. Yep, not Anthro. So,
Sweet.
Yeah, and she's, she tries to rob the princesses in broad daylight. On his ship, she just walks up to the princess and she's like, "Oh, princesses," gives a quick bow, pulls out a fucking blunderbuss, points it right in her face. "Oh, the jewelry and regalia and all that, what not now, please?" And Spike's just like, "No, to the cabin, please." And she's just like, "I don't wanna." He's just like, He's like, "We need to have a talk to the cabin." She's like, "Don't move." Keeps pointing the blunderbuss at there, because I'm getting that. And then turns around and walks away. It's like,
no, you're getting something entirely different. It involves massive dragon meat.
Yep, so no, she was, if basically their talk boiled down to was, she's like, "I can just kill them and be done with it and take you now." And he's just like, "Or you could wait the week for me to get them to the port, and then you can have me for a month." She's like, "A month?" He's like, "Yeah, a month." "Do you think you can keep up for a month?" He's like, "Do you think you can keep up for a month?" Because we both know I'm the only one who's ever been able to actually satisfy you. And she's just like, "That was a good 3 days." He's like, "It was a rough 3 days." And then that's where it stopped and they got off the crew. And I was just like, "Oh, I want more."
Oh, man. That is rough.
It's only 7 chapters in, and I'm like, I want more. It's also well written, which helps.
Yes. All right. So I'm going to get this one out of the way here. Never Broken. We've talked about this story before. We've had a couple times where we've gotten the chance to talk about it. It's in my favorites list, for fuck's sake. And it's incomplete. That says something about the story.
Oh, to be fair, it's a completed story. You're just waiting on that goddamn epilogue.
It is, yes. The last chapter was written 20th of January. He said it would be about a week, and he would have the epilogue out. It's April the 2nd.
You know what the best part is you know he has that epilogue finished. He just hasn't uploaded it yet.
Oh, I know. It's frustrating as hell. So yeah, waiting on that. Wonderful story though. You can check out the description. The link will be below, of course, with all 4 of these stories. As long as we remember to get Bobby the links anyway.
Easy enough.
Yeah. Well, it'll be down there below. This is one that you just go check it out. We've talked about it before. If you must hear our opinions on it, go check out our previous talks. What's that?
Continue. Just continue.
I'm curious now.
He has stolen my fanfiction.
Wait. You seriously just...
I stole his phone while I wasn't looking. He stole my fanfiction.
Thank you, Bobby. Thank you.
How? It's always on my person or on my bed. When did you come into my room?
I did it like 3 minutes ago.
It was right. How did I not notice that? I was looking at it 3 minutes ago.
You're welcome.
Did I lean with it and just like not notice what was happening?
You looked at me doing it too.
Did I? Well, fuck me sideways like Betty Titfucks. Okay.
Oh boy.
Speaking of which, I need you two to know this, and apparently whoever's listening to this podcast, there's a band called Betty White Titfuck. And apparently they're popular.
I need a different kind of drink to deal with that. This is Sprite. It's non-alcoholic.
For those of you who are about to Google, don't do it. I made that mistake. A lot of tits, a lot of fucking, and a lot of Betty White. Never a good combo.
Yeah. Nope. I'm just going to move on. So, sir, what's the second story you got for us?
Second story is one that's
It's a thing.
yeah, I told you it's a
It's very a thing.
I just told you that. What? Do you not believe me? Fair,
Jimmy.
Yep, fair enough. Alrighty. My second story is a mother, a lover, and a man with nothing to lose.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
That
It's really
it's
popular.
been a while,
Yeah.
but yes, I know that one. Oh man,
Yeah.
It has been a while since I've heard that one. I've forgotten about it. That's how he did it, folks.
He stole my page. Okay. Anywho, so yeah, that's God, it's been so long. Okay. So if memory serves, in this story, a man is turned into a pony for a video game. If memory serves us right, Discord sent him a link, and he turned him into a younger full unicorn. And he gets sent to My Little Pony this way. And he's obviously not prepared for it, and he manages to outrun the entire city guard of Canterlot. Finally gets captured, and some shit goes down, and gets adopted by Celestia. Kind of.
Yep.
Yeah. And he is not pleased by this at all. Good God, you're Sprite.
I know, right?
Yeah. Okay. So, anyways, as he's adopted, he's eventually gets used to her being his mom, quote unquote. After he tries to kill Discord with some dark magic. That's you gotta read for that a little bit. It's fucking hilarious. Never knew Discord
Worth
would be
it.
so afraid of a lawnmower now, would you?
Worth it.
Yep. Anywho, so anyways, after he gets adopted, gets used to that, and nearly kills Discord, he goes to school, like, you know, a fucking child. He's not pleased by this, but he's learning magic at the same time, so he allows it. His words, not mine. And gets abducted, and then you find out why Celestia is Celestia and controls the sun. It's not pretty.
Nope.
It's also, apparently, they had a phoenix egg, which was taken, and she was also upset about that. So was Philomena, because apparently it was hers. It was just a triple threat for these guys that took this kid, and it was fucking terrible. Not to mention he got hit upside the head with an enchanted rock that screamed Leroy Jenkins.
Yeah.
It was still funniest part of
I
that
have
story.
to do it. I can't help myself. Leroy Jenkins.
I was expecting a lot more passionate one, so I'm okay with that. But it still hurt my insides a bit.
A little bit.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, man, that goes against everything I stand for to just Leroy it. At the same time, I do it so often.
Yep.
Alright, but, yeah, it's been, like I said, it's been a while, so there's not much I can actually know about that.
How long has it been since that updated?
Fucking years. Oh, God. Of course it doesn't tell me. Oh, it was first published that day. Good to know.
Okay, it doesn't tell you there either. Weird.
It's been a while. Well over a year.
Yeah, it's been a long time because, like, I've forgotten that story existed.
Okay. Oh, no. Anyways,
Alright.
this is by Dun. Multiple Duns. Who's only been offline for 5 hours, apparently.
Yep. Okay, so my last story: rebellious Alicorn teenager shenanigans. It's
It's a
Flurry Heart, and each story is how she earned a different nickname, like how I earned the name Skyla, why ponies call me General Fluffle Buns, the time I became the Cuttlebug Goddess. Some ponies call me the Romantic Rock Slide, commander of the Crystal Crusaders. Yeah, the whole Demon of Sparklon thing was a total misunderstanding. This was last published Christmas Eve last year, so 2016.
Yeah.
So
That's rough.
it's been a while. It's adorable. It's just a pure comedic piece, and the way they write Flurry Heart is hilarious. Actually, she does prefer Skyla in the story. The author was very adamant about that.
Well,
so-
she's the only one she's probably proud of.
Yeah. Oh,
That besides, bitch, I am General Fluffy Buns, commander of the Crystal Crusaders. It's like,
General Fluffle Buns. She overtook the Crystal Empire with bunnies. It was beautiful.
how the fuck did so many bunnies get up to the Crystal Empire? Did the shield expand all the way finally, getting rid of all the snow? Or are there just some really
I am
Arctic
right
bunnies up in
on
that
that.
bitch?
Yeah.
Also, how do the Town's Guard and Crystal Guard and all that shit not deal with that? They're bunnies. You pop them on the head. Everybody's heard that nursery rhyme. Although none of us can remember it off the top of our head. That's sad. Little Bunny Foo-Foo, I think it was. Or was it Foo-Foo?
Yeah.
Little Bunny something.
So, anyway, it's a hilarious slice of life comedy type story, and it's a great short read. Longest chapter is 2,200 words. Very short, easy to read. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
It's just a good story. It's well written. What can I say? And I also love the cover art for it. It's Skyla making the pissed off face,
The
cheeks puffed up,
pouty face.
pouty face, yeah. With the sign floating in front of her that says, "As a full, I almost turned my kingdom into a frozen wasteland."
It's true.
Just very true. So, it's hilarious because her parents, of course, do the parent thing of embarrassing her at every turn.
Oh,
So,
naturally. That is what parents do.
yes.
And when your parents, or at the very least parent, is immortal, you're stuck with that for your immortal life. You ain't getting out of that unless you kill her. There's good reason to make Skyla, evil. All those times you have embarrassed me in front of company.
It's great
Wanna
story.
let me fuck that griffin that one time. Said it was too immature of me to rush into a relationship, Mom. I got that from another story, don't worry
Yeah,
about that.
it was like, I feel there's a story behind that one.
There's, in fact, several stories behind that one.
Anywho, this is going to be a short episode, I think, which I don't think Bobby's going to argue. For those of the wondering, I was thinking about posting it up there, but I decided against it. we've been having audio issues. We've got those sorted out now. Hopefully. Should have.
We hope.
We should
A
have.
lot.
3.5-ish months worth of recordings gone.
I might be able to salvage them. Some of them. A couple of them weren't nearly as bad as some of them.
Yeah, there
I
was
still
a
don't
couple that
understand
were
what
just
the actual
ruined.
issue with the actual audio was. I understand why it happened, just not what was wrong.
Not enough boxes to put the pizzas in.
Yes, I'm aware of I'm aware of why it
That,
happened.
that was my analogy to it.
Yes,
he
yes.
explained it in very pizza terms, which I'm very upset that I got. I worked at Domino's far too long since I understood that. He's worked at Domino's far too long when that
If
was
you
the
did a
first
GED,
analogy he did.
my supervisor would love to have you on.
Perhaps. But for now, we'll leave that alone. But no. So, what was actually wrong with physically wrong with the audio, or is it just not there?
It was a garbled mess. It would go sound like that.
Just out of curiosity, why did we
3
not?
lanes worth of traffic on a 1-lane road.
Yeah, that's called a bulldozer and some new cement. And you just got a
And
really,
that's what we did.
you just got a really tall road at that point, and then you just make a hill.
That's what we did.
We got a bigger road.
I ain't talking about bigger road. I'm just saying you just flatten everything down, make a ramp, then cement over that, and you just got a hill.
Yeah, we got a
Damn
bigger
straight. That's what we did.
Okay,
We
so
put more road in.
why did we not check the audio right after the recording, which is easy to do?
road. Because normally we go straight to eating.
Yeah.
We could literally
And
check
and
the
I
audio.
hate listening to my own voice. Which
Well,
is
you
why-
can deal with 30 seconds of it going, this is my voice, as opposed to...
That's
Okay?
true. That's true. Anywho, I'm Dragon Ginger.
I'm Dragoni Brony.
This has been Dragons Fanfic. We will catch you all later.